3 tips to reduce cravings. Do you have some chocolates or chips in your house and for some reason you cannot stop thinking about them, and if you start eating them you lose control and you have to eat the whole thing? Well, you're in the right place because I've been there, and I'm about to give you 3 tips that has helped me personally to get out of this vicious cycle and once and for all lose all the extra weight without dieting. So I'm so excited to share them with you. Make sure that you watch the whole video because they work only by applying all of them, not just one. A little disclaimer, just take this video as a chat with a friend, not as a consultation with your health professional. By the way, if you don't know me, welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria. I'm a health, weight loss and performance coach, helping busy professionals finding their physical and mental balance so that they can live their best life. The first tip is make sure to eat enough calories. This is one of the mistakes I was making because in order to try to lose the weight, I was trying to eat less calories. So I was trying to eat very little portions for my breakfast, a little portion for my lunch, a little portion for dinner. So actually observe yourself and see if you're actually trying to control your portions. Because what happened to me is that basically by trying to reduce all the time my portions, I was hungry the whole time. So my body was actually asking me for foods like, Gloria, I'm hungry, you're not feeding me enough, you know? So of course, what is that super quick boost of energy is like simple sugars, right? So this is why also I was all the time snacking the whole time in that period of my life when I had 10 extra kilos, which are about like 22 libras more or less. But the turning point has been when I actually started to not fear food anymore, and I was actually eating enough for lunch, for breakfast and for dinner. I was actually having a very good portion and I was eating until I was satisfied. Then the second point is don't be afraid of carbs. Our body needs carbohydrate because they are our body's main source of energy. It's not protein, it's not fat, it's carbohydrate. This doesn't mean that we don't need the other things. We need everything. But my point is that we need carbohydrate too. The only catch is we need the right type of carbohydrates because they are not all the same. We have better and we have worse. The good type of carbohydrates are the ones that are not refined, while the not as good are the ones that are most refined, like white sugar, white flour, white pasta, white everything. But everything that is as natural as possible and as unrefined as possible, those are the carbohydrates that we need, and you don't have to fear them because they are actually really good for our health. And this actually has made a lot of difference for me because before I was trying to cut carbs and I was all the time unsatisfied, but when I started to actually load my lunches with like rice, like brown rice or like quinoa, millet, potatoes, sweet potatoes, you know, all of those things, I was so satisfied that my cravings, they just kind of like disappeared. So bottom line, don't be afraid of carbs, but choose the right ones. Tip number 3 is get rid of your forbidden food list. The reason is very simple. The more something is forbidden, the more you want it. This is just how the brain works. So that's the same for food. So all of a sudden, when I started to think that I could have anything that I wanted, and I removed the sentence, I cannot have that thing, I started craving those things less. All of a sudden, they were less appealing for me. That's amazing. Also because I gave in and I ate as much as those things, I felt actually sick, and my brain was like, oh my gosh, you know, I can have all those things, but they don't make me feel that good. So when I made this switch that I can actually have anything that I want, but I actually don't want to because they don't make me feel good, my cravings reduced drastically. And this doesn't mean that I don't have chips, that I don't have cookies, I don't have junk foods anymore. I have them because I can. But now I'm so more conscious of them, so I just have it, you know? But I don't overeat them anymore. All of those things together actually help me to lose 10 kilos without even realizing it, you know, without counting calories or anything. Of course, there are many more things that come into play, but those things have actually made a huge difference. I couldn't do it without making those switches. I actually have a free guide where I explain other 3 secrets to actually reduce cravings, and you can download it for free inside my Facebook group. So I'm gonna leave you the link in the description so that you can just sign up to the group, and then you're gonna find the guide just at the beginning of the group. This is gonna help you a lot. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is gonna help me a lot because I will understand if you like this type of video, so that I will make more. And also turn on the notification bell so that you will receive a notification every time I release a new video. And lastly, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I release there so many daily tips, and also I will show you my daily travels because I travel a lot, so it's gonna be so much fun and I can't wait to see you there. Mwah! See you in the next video.